Hello and welcome to Guardians of the Galaxy. I am your host, confidant and sweet Spiderdaddy, Michael Sharpe. I am here with Karl.
Hello.
Ataria.
Hi.
Richard.
Hola.
And Lay.
Hello.
I'm a spicy boy today.
Spicy boy Richard. How are you guys? You good?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
We are on time, depending on if it's daylight savings or not.
It's daylight savings.
All right.
Let's say yes.
I mean,
In that case, we are 12 minutes early.
so would you guys like to roll some different dice this time to let us know what happened last time?
Okay.
Can I just pick a couple of, like, do I have the same
no,
dice?
I'd say let's roll percentiles. Let's
That's
get
a
that
sensible-
100s up in
Okay.
here. Because I'm feeling...
Are we going for
100s today.
high or low?
And we want the lower ones.
We want... no, yeah, well...
Well, shit.
I got 52.
33.
No. 88.
Yes.
So, Karl,
That's a pair. He gets to roll again.
Oh, yeah. I get to... It's like blank check. I get to split.
but if you roll 3 pairs...
You get to go to jail.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
To be fair, the chance of rolling again, like...
Don't pass go.
I mean, you guys determined it, so you get a free reroll. Oh, what? For doubles.
No way.
Well, I'm
not
already
okay
lower
with
than
this.
I'm already lower than everyone else.
Oh, wait,
That's
I
still
got-
higher.
No, that's a 9.
Oh, that's not 90. That's 9. Yeah, it's all you.
No, what?
So, Lay,
No.
tell us what happened last time
No.
on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Do you remember?
So we were still doing the dungeon, which went awful. I was completely covered in blood and had nearly drowned in the blood. Richard has got a beef with me because I'm not doing my
I have
job,
a beef with you. I have a beef with our road.
which is me.
That happens to be you.
Yeah. And I gave some money to Karl because I found some money. And we didn't do the dungeon very well. We abandoned
that's an
it. We abandoned it and went back to
Killed
the
like
wall.
6 dudes.
Yeah, you tried to
I
take a
also-
long rest in a dungeon.
I also killed a
We would
lot.
have just kept going and see what he kept throwing at us.
I also killed a lot, but I did down. And then we went to the embassy. Is it embassy? No, it's not the embassy. Senate.
I am the Senate.
And we were like, oh my god, there's blood magic, I think. And then I think that's where we cut off. That's all I remember.
The episode literally ended with Richard saying, "Blood magic!"
So I did well.
That is what 100% happened. Yeah.
So I think I did well.
So you guys are in the Senate. Senate is in session. Everyone's there. Your dad Silver is looking real disappointed.
Yeah, and we've got like a roughly dwarf-sized chunk of mutated flesh just sloshed across there. I assume nicely polished
Yeah,
floor.
you have that.
Yeah.
It's there. It's there.
Yeah.
Everyone is just like
Everyone's
in
looking.
shock. You've just come in and shouted blood magic.
Blood magic! If I knew prestidigitation, this would be when there'd be like blood sparks. That'd be bad. That'd give me a shot.
Blood sparks. What does that look like?
It's like red spark. Like it's
Like, I am covered
Yeah,
in blood.
okay,
You could
fine,
just
okay.
It's like Katy Perry every once in a while.
like you could just throw me
Wait,
around.
what does
and,
Katy
like,
Perry have
blood.
to? What? What?
She's sparkling, and every once in a while
Baby,
she
she's a
bleeds.
firework.
Yeah, that was where I was going. I got the firework joke.
I hate everything that just happened.
But
She's a full-bodied pop star icon and a woman.
there is many other women in this room that I assume.
Let's stop assuming.
Anyways, welcome to Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's start again.
So, yeah, you don't have prestidigitation, so, you know,
That's
Kitty Perry
it's
stuff
on
is
my
not-
sheet, but that's technically
Damn,
Right.
well, I mean, you can.
you know. So I stand up, and my plates open up and flare, and my voice sort of gets a bit more booming. It's sort of an internal amplifier.
It squeaks like...
Oh yeah. There's a little bit of calibration. And,
Is it like... That was the worst feedback.
yeah,
noise ever?
but Silver doesn't hear it. It's fine. He's used to feedback. He's listening to these guys. Many of you saw me stand before you not 2 days ago. Since then, I have seen a lot in this city, and I've come to a realization. This city has a sickness. Just today, my friends and I encountered a coven of blood mages within the city. Had we have not vanquished them, who knows what evil they would have released.
Vanquished?
Look, they weren't there. We've got a dead thing. This is the whole Hulk.
Yes, he's right. We vanquished them.
Okay, so it just backs away.
Looking at you, like, intently, like, the fuck?
We are your guardians, but we need your help. Your support, not from the shadows, but in the light. Whether a representation in the Senate or access to your wares and your armories. Help us defeat the threats like this and many more to come. My friends and I will be at the Mimic. We hope to see you there. And then he, like, pulls out one of the cards and just, like, flicks it into the corpse so that it's, like, stuck out of the, you know, big meaty bit of roughly dwarf-shaped blood, and then I'll just leave.
You see
Bye.
Jimmy come in after you. You know, Jimmy, the
Yep.
the coat handler and weapons disarmer. And he's like, oh, I'm really bad at my job. And just sort of goes over to the corpse, picks up the card, and takes it to Bertrand. And the doors close behind you as, like, you just hear an eruption of debate and...
Yeah,
like,
if I had a mic, I would drop it.
Just like untouch your arm and just drop it.
My thumb pops out a microphone and uses an amplifier.
And yeah, it's probably a couple of hours before opening.
Yeah.
What would you guys... opening and execution. Because Jim Jar's execution is scheduled tonight.
An execution. What a sight.
Yeah.
How long,
I have never met nor been told anything about Jim Jar, so I'm going to the bar.
How long is the execution? Like, is it
Like,
a couple
how
of
long
hours?
does it take?
No,
Is
no,
it
like,
so painful?
2 or 3 seconds.
no, like, how many hours do I have to wait until the execution?
It's a couple of hours.
Okay, I am going to go and have a bath because I am dripping in blood.
Oh yeah, you guys are dirty birds.
Yeah, I'm
You're
disgusting.
Full of blood and gore and viscera and all that jazz.
I think I want to go to the candy shop as well because I'm feeling quite depressed.
Oh, I thought it was
About
to pay
it?
back our debt.
No, I'm going to go try and get some candy.
Right.
Okay.
Luck.
Yeah.
So you do that.
Yep.
What is Kiiron up to?
I probably have to go and sort out the bar, have a wash.
Yeah, we have to go and sober up Leftish.
You come back and Leftish is like surprisingly sober.
Yeah, that stuff that Karen made him this morning was pretty
Yeah, and
strong stuff.
you see two of the children
Yeah.
guarding all the liquor. Every time she sort of like looks over at it, they sort of cattle prod her,
Yeah.
and zap her a bit. And she's quite sober,
Positive reinforcement.
and she's moving heavy things around, trying to look busy while she waits to bounce people.
Wait, don't we not have to go let the guy know that we didn't find his brother?
I think that because we told every important politician in town, he'll find out.
Yeah, but wasn't he waiting for us?
What do you want to give him his gold back?
No, I'm not going to be there. I'm just telling you guys.
Then let's just let this one slide and see if he comes to
As
us.
you guys are heading back to, you hear a town
Thanks,
crier.
Leslie.
You hear a town crier going, blood mages take all wizards and shit like that.
Specifically, dragon blood, dwarven sorcerers.
Guardians of the Galaxy, trusted allies or charlatans.
How do they know?
And Silver like turns to the car and is like, "What's a charlatan?"
Us.
Yeah, okay. Fits.
Bubbles, what are you up to?
Okay. If Jim Jar is about to be executed, this is
In a couple of hours.
This is a big thing.
We've
for
got
me,
tons
right?
of time.
But I know that he wasn't such a fan of me trying to get at him when I saw him, so I shouldn't be all gross and dirty. I also would like to be clean.
Okay, so you guys clean yourselves, and Silver and Kiiron, you're in the bar getting it ready. You put up streamers.
Silver's got like a majestic as fuck wizard's hat on, like a big giant red brim that he stole from one of the wizards. Like,
Wasn't it Steve or Derek?
yeah, I think it might have been Steve
I
or
think it was-
Gary or something.
Oh, I was carrying a red wizard body. I assume I left it at the counter.
Yep. There's a red wizard body there as
Yeah.
well, and just a chunk of blood Hulk.
Yeah,
We're so good at our job.
You're essentially like the Witcher. You just carry around trophies which are just corpses.
yeah.
And a couple of hours pass, and it is time to open up the bar and time for Jim Jar's execution.
We should have picked a different time.
Well, I don't really think our clientele overlap.
Everybody loves a good execution.
We should have an execution tonight. We should get them to move the execution to the bar.
I think it's a bit late.
Yeah, it's probably a bit
Like
late.
Chris and
And
bar?
Bertram might not be super happy with us at the moment, or whoever is. Who's executing Jim Jar?
It's the Senate.
Oh, cool.
The Senate is
All of
executing.
them.
All of them.
That one. It's like a Roman.
It's organized.
Oh,
Julius
it's a choice.
And to Jim Jar.
And to Jim Jar. Yeah, cool. We should sell like commemorative. whatever the date is.
No!
4.
4 like, but yeah, AS for after Silver. Yeah.
Leftist sort of pokes her head out the slidey part of the door. You know, the little look-see part of the door. And she's like, well, guys, there's a whole bunch of cunts out there.
Like good cunts or bad cunts?
Oh, well, some their shoes aren't up to par, but, you know, what's the dress code for tonight?
User discretion.
Yeah, there's like lots of loose nails and stuff.
You see, like, this, like, fire off. You've given her a bit of power burning in her
just be
eyes.
like leftish. Go and ask the head of security.
I am.
That's correct. Do we seem busy? We're busy in here. You do outside.
boss.
We'll do
Right,
inside.
boss. When do you want me to let them in?
Now. Oh, sorry. I'll confirm with Kiiron that we're good. We're good. You ready?
I'll be in the kitchen.
Like the mimics, mimics doing its post. Whatever the hell it does when it gets on stage. Warm up.
He's. Have you
So
guys
they're stretching
ever
his tongue,
seen?
like-
Yeah, he's doing that, but he's also. Have you ever seen James Earl Jones reciting the alphabet?
Yeah.
He's just like A,
Enunciating very
B,
heavily. Yeah.
C, D,
Yeah.
E,
Please do not go all the way to Z.
F,
He's doing it.
G.
Are you ready?
Wow.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. And he just like starts telling these stories of
To nobody.
Yeah.
Starts telling a story to it.
Nobody's here yet.
Me and 3 children are sitting at the bar.
I'm setting the mood for when they come in.
All right.
Who gets it?
I'll be able to behind
Outside, you hear execution of treacherous little creepy gnome happening
blink.
tonight. He
I'm
doesn't blink, and happening on the walls outside the city.
Yeah. I run out of the bar now.
Silver's curious. Like, he'll ask Karl, like, why are they killing Jim Jar?
It's
don't
Jim
know.
Jar.
You don't know? Okay, cool. That might have
Outside
been
you
a cool
hear,
story.
is it crimes are that he demanded too much from the Senate and punishable by death is treason?
Well,
Oh my god.
That
How
does not
often
make
the-
sense.
we haven't committed treason as such.
We have a lot of bylaws that don't make sense in the city, such as a town crier who goes around eavesdropping.
Leftish, can you shoot him or what? Leftish carries a weapon as a bar.
Yeah.
It's like a giant maul as a security.
She carries a warhammer. Yeah,
Nice.
much like our hero, Eldith.
Hero.
I mean, X is in. She's a pile of goo on the floor of.
After Bubbles executed
Yeah.
her.
Let's remember that. I didn't execute
Never
anyone.
forget Eldith 2020. But yeah, Leftish opens a door and she literally lets everyone in.
It's cool. We'll worry about that later.
She looks as though she's wanting something to kick off so that she can get,
Same.
a bit bloody.
It's like polishing a wall, sitting by the door.
She's just eyeing up different people and sort of like, yeah, he's gonna be squishy later.
Oh, we're all squishy later.
And Bubbles, you were running off to the
Yes. Yep.
sprinting through the streets.
Yes.
Yeah, you head to the streets and you see a crowd gathering on the walls, and Jim Jar is facing inwards towards the dwarven side of the wall.
Yes. Okay. Can I get to him?
You could probably try and get up towards the top.
Yes, I will. I want to get as close as I possibly can to Jim Jar.
There are
It's creepy.
I love him.
there are sort of guards,
Okay.
paladins,
Sort
standing
of
in the way.
guards.
Sort of guards. They're
Like we
paladins.
have a sort
Are
of
they
bouncer.
rainbow dicks?
No, they're not. These guys, they are wearing silver armor with sort of a black crown on them.
Okay. Let me see Jim Jar.
Who are you?
His best friend.
A lot of people say they're Jim Jar's best friends.
I feel like no one has said that ever. He's very scary to most people, but I love him so much.
Yeah, no, he's pretty creepy. I don't know why you'd like him. You must be telling the truth. And they sort of part ways
Slightly Australian paladin.
and let you through. You can get probably 10 feet away. And Jim Jar is, he's smiling. As always, his eyes are wide, unblinking, but with fear. And standing either side of him are an executioner, you can tell because of the hood and the sledgehammer. And
It's a sledgehammer. He's gonna use sledgehammer.
and a very this guy he's got pebbles all over him, sort of like fastened to his body, and apart from that he is naked and painted with grey and brown paint.
Weird. I'm gonna yell out to Jim Jar. Jim Jar! What do I do? How do I stop this?
Yeah,
Well, hi Bubbles. I don't think you can. I think I'm gonna be executed.
I think I can't have that happen, Jim Jar.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Good question. I'm not sure I should shout it across to everyone, but I feel like I want to because I love you.
You're already shouting.
Yes,
like-
correct. I love Jim Jar.
No, but you're surrounded in angry
Yes.
paladins being like, yo, how do I free? And the paladins just don't care.
Two paladins grab either one of your arms,
Okay, yes.
and they're like holding you back.
Tell me, why are we trying to kill him? He didn't do anything wrong. His people are just hungry and scared and running away.
The Deep Gnomes are spies.
They are not spies. They're
They
cute.
are spies.
No.
All of our troubles happened when Jamjir.
Yes, his dad. I know him.
Good recollection. When Jamjir came to us for aid, that's when we started getting myth in our streets in
How long ago did that happen?
about a month.
And what? But why are we executing Ginger? He hasn't done anything.
He's the last of the line. Without them, they're leaderless and they'll disband.
All the other gnomes will just disintegrate.
You look
like
down and see
vampires.
all the you see all the other gnomes looking up with the same unblinking stare.
Wait, how many is all the other gnomes?
There are thousands.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're inside our
Thousands.
well-reinforced wooden bar.
Except they don't have the same smile he has. All of them have big frowns, big sad boy frowns, and
Like garden gnomes, sad boy. crap.
yeah. And their eyes seem to be leaking liquid.
I think I've heard of that before.
Ahsoka, what are you up to, by the way?
So I've obviously left the candy shop. I haven't paid.
He's
And
like, wait, gods, why am I so trusting? And the door just shuts.
and I'm going to go to the execution and go see Lord Bertrand.
Bertrand is standing on the wall as well,
Yeah.
on the opposite side to Bubbles. So you guys know how walls work. There was sort of one directional.
Yeah, but it's a deep wall, though.
It is.
The upside comes from the roof.
No,
It's like they're Australian paladins. Logic gets an Australian wall, so it's upside down. Look, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who a jam jar is. Like, I just want to make some money.
roll me a percentile. Both of you. Kiiron as well.
All right.
41.
41?
Ooh, what is that? 63.
So you guys are raking it in. People are drinking heavy. They're celebrating. The air of sort of panic that was in the streets with the earlier, chanting of the town crier, has dissipated. Everyone's really jovial. You see people laughing together, drinking together, eating together, and roll me another.
Next time, we're
percentile.
totally going to get some sort of live stream of the execution. Yeah, I'll find a way to make one of the kids project what they can see to another kid, and
All right.
we'll have a whole theme night, and yeah, and I'll come up to you and be like, "We should need to write those other two out of the bar, and we need to just take their shares away because God knows where they are."
I don't know. They're not here.
Yeah, so why are we giving them a quarter of the money?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll deal with the money. 71.
71.
80.
You guys see a lot of the patrons are passing around pink candy flossy crystally type substance.
Right. We stop that.
Well, yeah, Silver doesn't care, but if Kiiron has an issue with it,
Yeah.
then
It's illegal. They will shut our bar down.
like what percentage of the people in the bar?
About 81%.
Shit.
Oh man, that's
Hey, that's a very. How many people are in the bar?
100. Not including the employees.
You think you can kill 33 people? Sorry,
what?
whatever a third of 81 is.
We're just taking away the drug
They're myth addicts.
and kicking them out.
And then they'll fight us, and then we'll have to. Do you think you could, if necessary, kill 25 people? They fight us? As far as I know, myth addicts aren't going to want us to take away their drugs and throw them out of the bar.
We can just throw them out.
Yep, sure. Leftish.
Leftish,
Pink goes out.
she sees a dwarf dressed in sort of pink fancy clothing, and picks him up and drags him out, and he's like, "This is discrimination! What are you doing? I can express myself if I want to." And Ahsoka, you're with Bertrand, right?
Yes, I'm obviously walking
Yeah.
Do the paladins stop me, or do they just let me
No,
go?
no, if you're with Bertrand, they won't stop you.
Yeah. So I'm assuming Bertrand's already in the wall, so I'm
Yeah,
trying to get
he
to
sort
him.
of waves at them and
Yeah.
allows you up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to Bertrand and say, so I think we got a problem.
Yes.
Yeah. So obviously I've been kind of keeping in, check
Good.
on the
Good
guardians. Yeah.
He starts stroking your head.
I'm purring. I'm purring very loudly. So it seems like the Bubbles character.
Ah, yes. And he sort of eyes over to Bubbles, causing a scene on the other side of the wall.
Yeah,
You mean to that one?
I point and I'm like, yeah, that one. So it seems like she's a bit of a cannibal.
Cannibal.
Yeah, she's a bit of
Sorry,
a
do you
cannibal.
know Bubbles is a cannibal?
Yeah, in the cell. Yeah. So she's a bit of a cannibal. Yeah, she also used to be a Tabaxi, but now she's an elf because of some magic, I think.
Because of, demonic magic.
There's also like Silver, I believe his name is. Yes. So he's actually taking children that are myth addicts and making them warforged.
Bertram signed off on that.
Yeah,
Bertram's aware of that.
Yeah, it's not just one or two though. It's a lot of children. I feel like he's making an army.
An army, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I was planning on selling
Yeah.
to Bertram.
Yeah.
I was aware that he was making children.
Yeah.
I don't make the children. I make Warforged
Into.
from children. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we need to shut that down though.
You believe it to be dangerous?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The cow I don't really know much about. He's really I don't trust him. He doesn't really talk to anybody, but he's got that face of just there's something wrong with him. Like he's scheming something, I believe. I think maybe we need to execute him too at some point.
So you're saying that these heroes, one is a cannibal, which goes against all of our bylaws.
Yes.
One
I mean,
is
Wait, every single bylaw has a bit about cannibalism.
every single bylaw.
At the end of each. Yeah.
No cannibal.
Do not cross the road and do not
No
eat sentient
jaywalking. No
creatures.
jaywalking wild cannibal.
Literally every single
Yeah.
bylaw ends with "do not eat."
It has like C addendum 34C.
and well, we can't have that.
No, we can't.
These were meant to be
Heroes, yeah, they're not
icons
heroes.
for people to rally around.
No.
And he sort of leans over to a very wormtail looking guy. He's got dark, greasy, long hair, long nose, and sort of pale, sickly skin, and whispers something in his ear, and he scurries off down the wall and down the stairs.
So, had I have sent a kid to follow her, what's the chance he could get close enough to hear any of that?
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
Follow me. I went to the candy shop. Why would you follow me?
No, the children.
Yeah, but why would the children follow me?
And not work at the bar.
Because Silver very much doesn't like or trust you because of that whole you being bad at your job.
I mean, you didn't say
Well, no.
you were having a tailed.
No, it's fine.
Roll a percent.
Yeah, both of you roll percentiles.
You know he's gonna win.
82.
oh,
91.
Basically, as she leaves the candy shop,
Streets are busy, kids are dumb. Yeah.
the shop owner bursts open the door and is like, "One day I'll make you pay," knocking the child out cold.
I don't know why I was on your team to get away with that, by the way. Because
You
now
can't
I'm
knock
like,
Warforged.
All right, it's kneecaps come off,
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll allow it. Follows her on stumps.
And
and it
then,
loses her in the
They're like Terminator. You cut the bottom, drag.
and then I'm going to obviously go up on his shoulder,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna be like, "Yeah, let's watch an execution. I was so keen for this." Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm purring.
Quick question. Anyone know when we started recording?
No idea.
You said 12
Yeah,
minutes
it was
to-
12 to 4. It was,
So it's been about half an hour.
yeah?
Excellent. So as Leftish removes this fancy man from your bar, she sort of puts the thumbs up and closes the door and locks it and is like, "You're not getting back in here, fancy lad."
Leftish.
No, it's all the other people.
Leftish, the drugs.
You see Leftish drugs?
You remember like a day ago you arrested me for attempted myth dealing?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Open your eyes.
She looks around and she's like, "Oh, you mean myth? Yeah,
Yes,
no, it's
that
great."
drug. Well, that's fine. Take it all from them and throw them out.
But then when they'll want it back.
Sorry. Are any of them carrying enormous maces?
Well, yeah, that guy is. He has an axe.
in with?
They're paladins and some are dock workers and, you know,
Why is a dock worker carrying an axe?
chopping wood.
Duh.
Sorry, you could have said woodcutter, but dock worker?
Yeah, how do you think the docks run? On wood.
I thought we were in like the only wooden building in town.
Yeah, what do you think happened to all the old wooden buildings?
The dog walkers,
The
they
dog
destroyed
worker
them.
turn them into firewood to fuel the docks.
I'll just give up and go back to Kiron. This is going to get out of hand.
We should probably close.
We should probably
They're
close.
closing.
Everyone's like, "Oh, one more round, yeah."
I'll
No.
like lean. What are they paying? Do they pay in like a physical coin currency?
Yep.
I'll pay in I'll like grab a handful of coins, like toss it down the barrel of the shotgun, and just like let it loose into the air. It's not a normal blast. Like if it hits someone, it would mess them up, but not kill them.
So into the air.
Into the air. It's very loud.
Roll me a percentile.
42.
42. It bursts as it fires into the air. It sort of bursts into golden confetti, and like just glitter is falling down, and like a bard starts to sing, and people are starting to dance, and like real provocatively, and
I
like
turn back to
they're-
Kiron. You think you can kill 25 people?
We should just start chucking people out. Let's just chuck everyone out.
There's 80 of them.
Yep, one at a time.
I will overwatch. I will get halfway up the stairs and watch Kiron attempt this.
Wonderful. I start chucking people out.
Okay, roll me
Everyone.
a.
Well, not the children. They can't be.
Well, no, and they're also they can't be myth addicts.
Oh,
so-
yeah.
Well, they were. They're not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You gave me one of those children, Bubbles.
Do not,
so
don't drag me into
yeah.
Do not once.
So, what sort of person are you approaching to check out?
The closest one's
Yeah,
the door.
we're getting rid of everyone. We're not trying. We're closing.
Okay, so you're just getting rid of everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
The door is locked.
I unlock the door.
No, just throw them through it.
It's locked. She had the key.
She being she's
Leftish.
still there.
Yeah,
Why'd she... Do we not have more than one key?
it's an old building.
Ugh.
She's head of security. She ensured she had the key.
That's fair.
Right. Left just the key.
She's like, "What are you going to give me for it?" And she starts nomming down on more.
Your pay.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah, that sounds fair. And she hands you the key.
Great. I open the door, and then I start chucking people out.
As you're chucking people out, she's like, wait. Sir, Kiron, you can't chuck them out in those shoes. Look at them. They're just not out there material. He
I
has to
ignore
stay
them.
in. You begin chucking them out one by one.
Just take
Yep.
the shoes.
And yeah, it's a slow, arduous process, but the bar gets emptier. Things are getting broken at this point.
Oh, that is what it is.
Roll me a percentile there. Silver?
15?
You see one of your children being rewired as... actually, two of your children being rewired to fight each other.
Oh, I'll happily shoot whoever's attempting that.
Yep, roll me a percentile.
94.
You get the guy dead between the eyes, and screaming erupts. People are starting to panic and rush the door all at once.
Great. I stand aside.
I'm going to need another percentile then. Oh yeah, we're using percentiles today. For fun.
Oh, 39.
39, you are getting swept up into the stampede of people. Your instincts sort of take over, and then you just got to stampede with them.
All right.
It's a cow.
This is a bovine joke. Sorry. I couldn't help it. This is the one. No, there's been other times where Chiron's been caught up in a stampede, hasn't there?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That, like, your first ever, like, recording with the chase scene.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just running
remember?
away from monsters.
You know what? We're going to do a skill challenge for those of you in the bar.
Why would I need a skill challenge? I'm standing on the stairs. Everyone's running away from me. I'm the madman with a shotgun.
Yeah, you are.
Can I have advantage on a skill challenge? As I have Overwatch.
You have inspiration.
Oh, yeah, still
Lets me reroll both dice, right?
No.
Is it just one?
No, we'll be rolling a d20 for this. Sorry.
We're rolling a
It's a
d20
skill
first.
challenge.
Well, will we be adding... No, we're not going to add initiative.
It's just you guys.
Yeah.
Just skill checks, my dude.
Yeah.
Okay, what's it a skill check for then, DM? I have to know what bonuses do apply to it.
Do you both have d20s? Yes. Okay, so a skill challenge is you describe to me what you are doing in the environment. You are applying a skill of your choice that fits.
But everyone's leaving. I don't need to do it.
They're not really leaving. They're getting jammed in the doorway. People are getting killed.
That was like a great first opening. Like, I'm so glad me and Bubbles aren't there.
The mimic is narrating it the entire time. He's like, and another person is trampled into
And
a
another
bloody
one
goo.
bites the dust.
These floors are actually dustless. We've been cleaning all day. The only thing that is on the floor is blood and tears
And some sweat.
and meth.
And invisible blood.
So we will start with Chiron because he is swept up in this. Chiron, what would you like to do?
I'd like to push everyone out of the way using my athletics.
Okay,
Then try and push
like, are you
people out
trying
the
to
door.
get out of it or
No, just
funnel people through?
push people through.
Okay, yep.
I assume I'm still inside the bar.
You are, but you are completely surrounded by people.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just push them out the door
Cool.
when I can.
Yeah, roll me and athletics.
Wonderful. I rolled a 13? Yes.
Yeah, so you push people towards the door. They are starting to clog at the door. There's a couple of people have fallen over, and people are sort of getting tangled and tripped, and like arms are getting broken and things like that. Someone's head is getting stood on, and it's basically forming like a blockage at the door. Silver, what would you like to do?
Does myth have any like interesting chemical properties? Does it burn really well?
Well, I mean, we found
Explode?
out it's very flammable.
But as in explosive or just
Not
flammable?
explosive, just flammable.
Don't want to start indiscriminately shooting into a crowd. Can I see? Like, do you look like you're in trouble, Chiron? Like, do you look like you're?
No.
Oh, it's fine. They're all moving out of the bar.
Cool.
Like, is anyone making trouble anywhere else?
Roll me a perception. That can be your skill challenge. Investigation, yeah.
Cool, I've got 18.
18. You see a few people trying to feed myth to the mimic. Chiron, what would you like to do?
Keep pushing people out the door.
Okay, roll me athletics with disadvantage if that's what you're going to do.
Oh, that's quite good. 23.
Yeah, you so like
Picking people up in the mouth.
you use a very stout-looking dwarf in like he's got a very flat metal hat on, and you basically use him as a battering ram to block, to basically break the blockage. Yeah, and people start flowing out into the streets, and you see the crowd outside gathering. There's more people out there now than were in the bar. There's the line of people who are waiting outside to get in, because you guys were basically at capacity. What would you like to do, Silver?
Like, I don't care if they feed myth to the mimic. I don't care about... Like, they weren't hurting the kids. Fine, they can carry on.
I mean, they were trying to hurt the kids.
And then now they're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I'm happy to... Everything's going fine as far as I can tell.
You see the mimic start foaming at the mouth, and like pink foamy bubbles are starting to erupt.
I'll shoot the mimic.
Okay.
I haven't really been the biggest fan of it in the past, and I'm just going to try and stop a problem before it starts.
So what skill would you use for that?
Oh my god.
Okay, we don't stop it from getting fed. We just kill him when he gets...
It's basically erupting foam out of its mouth like...
I'll use the attack skill.
Skill challenge, my man.
Skill challenge, my man.
So it's like a foam party foam maker, except all the foam is pink and highly addictive, and it was slowly spewing out across the floor.
Can I, if I arcaned it, I could work out whether that pink foam is also flammable because it's mostly myth?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'll shoot the foam.
Okay.
If I could, or I'll, some sort of...
So you're trying to use your arcana to determine whether shooting the myth or...
Yeah, we'll sort of
myth
burn everyone in that area inside our wooden building.
Yeah, absolutely.
20.
Yeah, it's myth. Myth is flammable. It has saliva, but as you've seen, myth works very much like grease.
Yes,
Tracks,
I remember.
Yeah. Light it on fire in some way.
I mean, yeah, you'd definitely be able to hit it. And it bursts into flame. The mimic lets out a howl. Why? I'm a victim here.
Agreed.
And that portion of the bar just erupts in flames. People are screaming. They're now rushing at the door.
Good.
Oh my god.
And you are trapped on the stairs by flames.
Oh, I mean, I can attempt to go through flames.
Yeah. Chiron, what would you like to do?
So the bar's now erupted in flames.
Yes.
Wonderful. Is there still a crush at the door or not?
There's not, but there are flamey boys running at you, and people still funneling out.
Wonderful. Okay, do you have like a barrel of water or something downstairs or in the kitchen?
Yep, in the kitchen there'll be water.
Great.
You have plumbing as well.
Great, do we have an inbuilt sprinkler system?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be going off just yet. It seems to it's on the other side of the room. There's like a break in case of fire.
Oh yes.
And yeah, maybe
How For javelin, I didn't roll.
acrobatics to get across past all the people.
that are running on fire.
Alright, I'm just gonna throw a rock at it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Athletics?
No? It's some...
Or-
I don't know, it's like shot put.
Perception?
But I know where it is.
Like aiming.
Yeah,
but
like
it's aiming. We know you're
aiming.
capable of throwing a rock at
Oh
it.
yeah, I'm very capable of throwing rocks.
Yeah.
No, probably not. Perception is plus 5. 10.
You should have taken athletics. I bet that is more than +5.
Oh no, it is. But I only rolled a 5.
So you, like, grab a tankard nearby and just throw it at it. And it knocks onto one of the children's head. And, like, just circuits go everywhere. And it just, like, deactivates and crumples to the ground. What would you like to do there, Silver? The bar is on fire. You are on the stairs. One of your children has been destroyed. Two have been deactivated.
Well, we've established that they're not sentient, so I don't want them fighting each other, but if one of them's going to die, one of them's going to die.
And there are flamey boys at the door, and lots of non-flamey boys and girls outside.
Upstairs, in those rooms, is there windows?
Yes.
Like, can I yell at Kiron?
Yes, I'm in the bar.
Maybe it's time we abandon ship or bar, as it were.
Right.
We've
your
had
pack.
it for like 24 hours.
I mean, yeah, Bear's with me.
Kill the mimic.
Yeah, like I can go out a window upstairs. Are you going to be all right?
Yeah, I'll get my stuff in the kitchen.
I would have left it, but yeah, sure. Like I'll chuck Bear on my back and just arse out a window out the bow.
Cool.
Awesome.
At this
Window
point,
man.
we're gonna cut over to the wall girls.
We blame this on the half of our party that wasn't here because they would have been able to solve this problem.
You cannot. You guys.
Can
are
we
charging
add to that
shit.
list of bubble sins you've got written down entirely abandon the party in their time of need?
Can I just say I would have used grease.
You know how much you
Commit to the fire.
you liked that mimic,
I did like the mimic.
and by your hand, it probably is going to die.
By whose hand?
Yours.
Shall we just
Yours.
rewind?
Yours. We were short-staffed. Maybe if we had some more help.
Oh my god.
So Bubbles, you're on the wall, being held back.
Yes.
You see Jim Jar, and he's smiling, looking at all the dwarven people.
No, I'm crying and I'm like fighting against them. I don't.
Okay, roll me a strength.
Okay.
The DC is 18.
Stupid. Yeah. Okay.
They're too strong. What do you get?
It's either a 1 or a
11.
20. Yeah.
11. They're holding you back. It's really traumatic. Jim Jar turns his head to look at you and just goes,
No.
Bubbles, it's
Ginger.
okay.
It's not okay.
It's fine. We did our best, Bubbles. We tried to save everyone, and what I've learned in this time with you, and he like looks out at the crowd and is like projecting his voice at this point, is you can't always save everyone, and sometimes bad things happen to good people, and there's nothing you can do. You've just got to accept it.
But I think I've never saved anyone. I think I've led to the death of everyone.
He looks at you and he's like, no, Bubbles. You saved me. You got me here.
You're about to die, Jim Jar.
But he hasn't died yet. He's thinking on the bright side.
He's Jim Jar. He always thinks on the bright side.
Oh my god, my heart. I can't.
It'll be about 10 more minutes. Gotta wait for the crowd to get properly roaring.
Oh yeah, more and more people are gathering down in the streets below. They're chanting, "Petrify! Petrify! Petrify!"
What? Is that how they kill people? With a sledgehammer? Like, after they've been, like,
Oh yeah, it's a dwarven custom. They've been doing this to people for years.
What?
This is Jimjar speaking.
This is not okay, Jimjar.
It's fine. Like my people are safe.
Are they safe?
He sort of like looks behind him, and sees like the crowd of wide-eyed people, and like just like a Mexican wave, a smile erupts across the face of every man, woman, and child as their like king looks upon them, and he's like, "Yeah, they're good."
But I'm not good, Jimjar. You're like my first and only best friend.
What about your crook?
I lost him.
I mean, you knew your crook before you knew me.
I think only for like 2 days.
3. I was counting.
Oh, good. Yeah, so 3 days, and then you've been with me for more than 3 days since he left me.
I mean, he didn't leave. He disappeared. Very different.
I mean, I like to think he left more than he just disappeared.
Well, I mean, we don't know what happened to him. That's a disappearance.
That's not comforting, Jimjar. Because I still love him too.
Jimjar sort of like looks back towards the dwarves, and he's like, all of these people in the city, Bubbles, need to feel safe. They don't feel safe while I'm around. I don't know why, but my people need to be safe. And if my death, like my father's death, will save someone, that's good enough for me.
We shouldn't even get best friend necklaces, Jimjar.
Actually, while in the city, I did get something. And he puts his hand into his pocket and pulls out 2...
How has he not been searched?
Oh, he's been searched. He pulls out 2 identical, like, you know, the broken heart best friend things? Lockets, and he throws one at you.
I'm actually gonna cry.
Dawson's Creek theme song plays faintly in the background.
And inside is a picture of Jimjar staring at you.
Oh my god.
Find out what happens to Jimjar next week on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Pro tip, it's nothing good.
Hey guys, it's me, Michael Sharpe, your favourite DM to have in your ears at certain times of the day and to always have in your heart. I just thought I'd come here and let you know if you want to reach out and talk to us, you can. You can hit us up on Twitter. Our handle there is PodcastGOG, or Instagram, and it's at Guardians of the Galaxy there. And if you want, you can head over to our Patreon, and for as little as $2 a month, yeah, you heard me, $2 a month, you can get some exclusive content. However, that's not always possible. I know, money can be tight. Trust me, I know. But there are ways you can help. I heard you asking. I heard it. I heard, how can we help the Guardians of the Galaxy? Well, you can head over to iTunes and give us a 5-star review. This helps us reach so many new listeners as we climb through the ranks. Or, if you really want to, force someone to listen and then both give a 5-star review, as a captive audience is our favourite kind of audience.